Executive Director of Oxfam International, Winnie Byanyima, who is the wife of former FDC presidential candidate Dr. Kizza Besigye, arrived at Luzira prisons in a humble Toyota Primo saloon car at about 4 p.m. At the Luzira prison's main gate, Byanyima, who was here to visit her husband, registered in the visitor's book. This was the day relatives and lawyers are allowed to visit Dr. Besigye, who is on remand here. After spending over an hour with Dr. Besigye, the former Mbarara Municipality MP returned and spoke to NTV.
He's strong. He wanted to know about what's going on outside. He's clear about his innocence. He was laughing at the trumped-up charges because when he looked at what is it that he did that's treasonable, he finds it all ridiculous.
Although Byanyima says Besigye was being treated well at Luzira by the prison's authorities, she expressed fears for his life.
He's very suspicious about what happened in Moroto police station. First, that power was switched off around 8 o'clock, and for the rest of the night there was no power. He got a radio, rather a torch from a supporter, and he asked that a door to his cell, a second door, be locked, but they wouldn't lock it, and that door was opening to a quadrangle that was full of the militia.
How is he surviving in terms of food and what, since he's scared of his life?
I was encouraged by the prison officials. They seem to be acting more professionally, certainly more professionally than the police and the judiciary. They have allowed him, he's in a cell with 2 other prisoners, and the 3 of them can cook their food together and eat together. So we are bringing raw food, and he's able to cook with his friends for themselves and to eat their own food. So that is okay. He has asked for a small cupboard to keep his personal effects, and they are making one for him. He has been allowed a small television. It has arrived, and I've asked whether he can have his shortwave radio. They have agreed. I'm bringing it for him tomorrow. He's wearing a yellow prison uniform, and he's comfortable.
I'm going to see my president.
I got question, sir. And then we are allow us to...
The other time you told me this is like a border point. You told me to bring a passport. Let me give you a passport now.
It is also okay.
Security was tight outside Luzira prisons. Even the prisoners' buses were thoroughly checked. Besigye, who has been charged twice in 1 week with treason in Moroto district in Kampala, is expected back at Nakawa Chief Magistrate's Court on 1st June for the mention of his case. The 4-time presidential contender and a veteran of the Bush War that brought President Yoweri Museveni to power in 1986 was held at Luzira prison in 2005 over the same charges, which the High Court later dismissed.
He laughed, said, how can it be treasonable to ask for an independent audit? How is it treasonable to say that I won?
The wife of former FDC presidential candidate Dr. Kizza Besigye says whether they are granted bail or not, they are going to take that path and ensure that he is given bail so that he can go back home and embark on his daily activities. Sudhir Byarhanga, NTV.